We are doing something very different than I normally do. At the request of my wife. Yes. I'm going to scoot more into camera.
Yeah, I have a sleeping baby on me.
A bad idea because, like, I'm on a wheelie chair.
I'm not going to be able to type.
Oh, that's true. Dang it. Okay.
That's fine.
I don't have the high ground here because of wheelie chairs and physics.
That's fantastic.
Okay. Let me see if I can, like, move my laptop a little bit better.
Open.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can easily click over here to type in chat and, like, over here to type in the...
Well, yeah, but now I have the...
Okay. So, very... did it send out the announcement into my
Oh, it
Discord?
almost never does.
It like, never does initially. There's always, like, a little bit of a delay. I try to give it a few moments.
I noticed it's not as horrible. But
it's usually better.
A bit, but it's usually, like, 40 minutes. The worst.
Yeah. Oh, there's lots going on. Sorry, 1 second. While I'm making sure that goes through. Like, opened up and I'm like, there's, like, all of the chats going on in my Discord.
Nope, that's yesterday's.
Is it just... It's Moth. It's Moth!
Yeah. Well, I don't think you have any viewers yet, so...
I don't. Not yet. That's okay. This is... Hello, people watching the VOD. This is just my normal little bit of chaos. We've replaced my normal technical issues with just me taking a few minutes to get everything set up on stream now. Oh, hey, it just went off.
Oh, okay. Good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Love it when StreamCord does what it does. Okay. Now, we should be there. Oh, and if we need it, I had the map somewhere. I lost it. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway. So, for those watching the VOD, because I don't have any viewers yet, but for those watching the VOD, and this is probably going to be a very low traffic stream, which I'm totally okay with.
I bet.
I don't stream for viewers. I stream what I want to. And what viewers want me to. If you're here and you have a game suggestion, suggest it. If I have it, I'll play it. If not, and it looks good, I might get it down the road and we'll stream it then. Mm-hmm. But I'm very poor, so... Okay. But this is Discworld Mud. Discworld, because it's based off of Terry Pratchett's Discworld. A fantastic fantasy series that I have about 2 books worth of experience in, which is basically nothing, given the breadth of the series. You have read most of them.
I think I've read 30 or 31.
Yeah, 30 or 31 are like the 42-ish? 42-ish books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on, the next one is We Free Men. That's the next one you read. I'm reading them in publishing order.
You're reading in publishing order,
You can read them in all sorts of orders, which is really cool.
And Discworld Mud is based off of that universe, which I actually know a fair bit about for someone who's only read a couple books because I find it interesting, and Wikipedia is a thing.
Yeah, the premise is
do we have the GURPS Discworld book somewhere handy? We have a GURPS Discworld book.
Okay, it's right down there on the other side of the Lord of the Rings. I've got the map. Oh. If you want to grab the map. Anyway, the premise is the Discworld is a flat disc on the back of 4 turtles that are on top of a turtle flying through space.
Where's the GURPS Discworld book?
What?
GURPS.
Oh, that one is over there.
Ah.
Both, I think, are cool.
Yeah. This was my original introduction to Discworld.
Yeah, mine as well, actually.
Was this.
And my introduction to tabletop.
Was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was my first tabletop.
To both the Indian tabletop, but yeah.
Yeah. So.
This is Discworld GURPS. I will hopefully at some point actually be running a session like this on streams.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Anyway, I love Discworld Mud. I'm a total noob at it. So.
Yeah. We'll get to Mud in the first part. We're explaining Discworld right now.
Yeah.
And this is...
This is a huge map. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it.
Probably not entirely on camera.
But...
Well, yeah, this isn't really helping anything, is it?
It looks fancy.
It looks fancy. We have a fancy map. You have to trust us on how fancy it is. Maybe I'll post pictures on the Discord if someone...
No, I went to a bookshop. Because it was like a used bookshop. And they had it. And I was like, I can't leave that here. So I bought it.
Okay. Yeah, Discworld map. Yeah, the GURPS sort of introduction to it. But yeah, we are... I'm checking my sound. I actually checked my sound. Make sure that's... Oh yeah, we're still going. Okay.
Not just talking to the void. On mute.
You laugh, but I've done that before. I've gone about, like, I think 5-10 minutes into a stream not realizing I was muted.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but that's what it is. This is still mostly for the VOD, by the way. But that's Discworld, and Mud is a multi-user dungeon. These are MMOs before MMOs had fancy graphics. This is a text-based MMO, more or less.
I love that about it.
Is the best way to explain it.
I have actually played this on my mobile phone
Mm-hmm.
because it is completely in browser.
It's completely in browser. It's text-based. They're a whole thing. If we actually get viewers on this, or like if you're watching the VOD and you want to know more about Muds and whatnot,
just hop
on my Discord. Hop on
the Mud. Like, it's just, you find the website, you hop on, there's tutorial, there's all kinds of help commands, there's even people online who can help you.
All wonderfully straightforward.
Yeah, so I feel like I haven't got very in-depth with it, but I love this anyway, and I can't wait to. So I highly recommend it if you want to try something totally different.
Yeah. We have, for context, we have bypassed the login screens. So you're not seeing the normal login screens, and I did have to skip the intro, unfortunately, to create my new character. Because of just the way it was handling it. I couldn't quite capture it for the stream. But this is our first world introduction into Discworld. It is all text-based, so there will be a lot of reading. As we kind of read the dialogue to y'all, help you kind of figure out what's going on.
So basically, we start out on the tutorial island, which I think is Pumpkin Town.
I think Pumpkin Town sounds right. But this is the very first opening line where it took control. You will see that I said look as the command. That was just me basically reloading the first one because I had to wipe the history. Because I have my IP address and stuff on that, and y'all don't need to know that. Yeah, it's like my social security card is, and I'm joking. But yeah. So clear that up, but here's where it is. We do have things like HP, gold, is GP gold? Gold and...
Wait, no, it might not be.
I don't know what GP is.
I think it is gold. Again, I haven't played this in over...
You have experience. I have
almost
fairly little. Thank you for the follow. Oh, too small to be displayed. I was trying to get the name there.
It's gone.
Cassiopelastar. Oh, no, that's going to be hard to pronounce.
It tells you at the bottom. That's
Cassiopelastar. I'm going to call you Star or Cassio. Probably Star. Hello, thank you for the follow. My name is Tadaffy, Taylor, Tada, Daffy, Taffy, Bruce. Got many, many names. I'm a variety streamer. Tries to stream every day. I'm getting back in the habit of it. This is the second day in a row after a long break because of a move. But yeah. We're playing Discworld Mud today, and this is where we are. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the family. Hello.
Basically, streaming is harder now that he has his kids out.
Basically, yeah. I had about 7 months where I was out working and my kids weren't with me, but now that my kids are here, I have more things to do, but that's okay. Love my kids. My family's a big part. You can't see we got one sleeping right here.
Yeah, she fell asleep on me like right before. I'm like, that's so nice because she would be running around.
This is one of them. The other one is currently probably not sleeping. He's a little bit broody. He was a bit cranky today, so he's not on stream, but he does join me on streams. He wanted to be on stream, but he's toddler, and toddlers have...
he's not a toddler.
Five's a toddler. He's a preschooler. I don't know what the age is. I don't know what classifications... I don't know the taxonomical classification of children. They are different sizes of small. This is my parenting method. How tall are you? Yep, you can use that thing. Anyway, toddler. Not toddler. His name's Pippin. You'll see him. He's my little chaos. I love him dearly, but he was a bit grumpy. He wanted to be on stream, but he was really grumpy, and I'm like, we're gonna go to bed. We don't need you.
Yeah.
He was up late with me last night streaming Pokemon, so.
Yeah. I think I ought to get him to do naps on days he wants to stay up and stream.
That's probably what we'll do. Anyway, but thank you for the follow. We're going to dive in now. This is text-based, so if you're not familiar with text-based games, dialogue appears on stream. It's basically Dungeons and Dragons, but this is kind of being read to you and like a little bit limited in what you can do. It's very like old school RPG. Like
actually, I'm going to say it's way more open.
Way more open?
Way more open.
Not than the Dungeons and Dragons, though.
Not the Dungeons and Dragons.
It's like less open than Dungeons and Dragons.
But more open than a video game.
But more
as long
open.
as you're
Oh yeah,
in
more
the
open than a
context
video
of
game.
the commands.
Yeah. It's like a interactive book. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
A swift glance around this cozy hut reveals a small cot and an open window. Looking out over a welcoming village, a very large and informative sign has been hung on the wall. Type read sign to read it. This is going to be very tutorial heavy, by the way. So
We are on the tutorial
we are on the
island.
tutorial island, so if it seems very hand-holdy, it's a tutorial island. It's trying to teach me how to
It still has
play the game.
you can explore a lot on the tutorial island, and you leave when you're ready.
Yeah. Anyway, type read sign to read it. When you are done here and have read the help file, you can start the introduction by typing south. I have not read as much instructions as I have beforehand. We have played this before. You much more than me. I've only played very briefly.
It's been over 9 months since I've played.
Yeah, mine was like over 9 months after like a couple
days.
Summer
a lot, but then our life got really crazy, and I didn't.
Yeah. You didn't play as much, but yeah. Your character's probably gone too.
Oh, my character's gone, so I'll recreate one and have fun with it when I get a chance.
When you are done here and have read the help file, you can start the introduction by typing south. There are 2 obvious exits, south and climb through window. A large sign is hanging on the wall. It's kind of a little bit more of a room description. So in this case, we're gonna play nice for a little bit here, and I'm going to say read sign. I'm purposing the typing right at the bottom. You read the large sign. There's also gonna be like a lot of ASU2 art, if you're familiar with what that is. Welcome to Discworld. Everything must be quite confusing now, but fear not. Take a deep breath, and you'll be a native in no time. You are starting your adventures in Pumpkin Town, the area set aside from the real Discworld. 1 second. Sorry. From real Discworld to allow new players to explore and learn how the mud works. To start, we have set out an introduction to teach you the most important things you need to know about playing. After this, you will get to explore Pumpkin Town more, or go into the real game. If you already know the basics, you can skip the introduction by climbing through the window. Otherwise, even if you have played other muds, read help here. Type it without the quotes. It will teach you the most important things about getting help. Now we're gonna live dangerously. Unless you think that's a bad idea.
No, I disagree. Do not do that.
It
will spit you out on the Discworld.
If I go through window?
Yeah.
It just skips you like straight to the to Discworld?
Discworld. You will skip Pumpkin Town.
I want to explore Pumpkin Town.
Yeah. Go south.
I'm just gonna go south. Yeah, we just explore.
No, I highly recommend because you can do things on Pumpkin Town.
Yeah, you open the door south. We got a little bit of a map. You will see right here. We get a nice ASC2 map.
Yeah.
The @ symbol is where you are. Money symbols are I can't remember.
Oh, something else because they can see the map right under our little video. That is the map of Ankh-Morpork.
Yes.
And the map is literally that big. Every little dot is a screen you can be on and look around and do things on, which is really cool. So.
And that's just Ankh-Morpork. That's just like the main city. That's not like the whole map of mud. That's
one city.
That's one city.
It's one of the larger ones.
One of the larger ones, definitely. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like the main hub city. I had screen realty, and that was me trying to be optimal.
Yeah, and I feel like Pumpkin Town's small enough that you don't need a permit for it.
No, it's not a lot here. I'm trying to kind of figure out. We're going to just take a little bit of things. Anyway, it doesn't want to auto-scroll.
I thought it used to.
It used to, I thought. One moment. Troubleshooting, basic command. Client features?
No.
No. Oh, wait. Nope. Anyone who's watching this who knows more about muds than I do, which is probably anyone, if you know how to make it follow without me having to scroll, you would be my hero. I know I want those. I don't want to do those unless it's editor.
I don't know.
I'm gonna click editor. I'm gonna click editor. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. At least it didn't break anything, I don't think. Yep, we're not broken. Okay. Anyway. You open the south door. The air is fresh, the noise here is low, and this is a pretty park. Oh, and this pretty park seems a perfect place to sit and contemplate in peace. A pine bench has been provided for just that purpose. It is a very warm summer prime morning with almost no wind and a beautiful clear sky. There are two obvious exits, north and west. A pumpkin lantern is dangling from the post. You close the north door. Hint, to be told a bit more about moving around, sit on the bench by typing sit on bench. Hint, if you prefer to just read a help file, you can read tutorial instead. I'm going to have you, one of the things that you can help me with a lot, is look to see if this is like sneaking up on me and I'm missing a line of dialogue. There's a pumpkin lantern. I want to look at the pumpkin lantern. Look, pumpkin lantern. Can I spell? This is a beautifully crafted lantern made of carefully shaped glass with a wick inside leading to a reservoir of oil. The main body of the lamp is an orange glass sphere with glass cut out of one side to create a triangle-shaped eyes and a nose, and a cheerful crescent of a mouth. The stem of the pumpkin lantern is a thick and coiled green glass which attaches to the lamppost. The pumpkin lantern is not lit.
You should light it.
Well, I'm going to light it. Light lantern. Cannot find the lantern.
Bummer.
Light pumpkin lantern. It's not even night. Make night? See syntax make for input. No, it doesn't like that command. Well, fine. Still pumpkin lantern. Try something else. Take pumpkin lantern. I want it. You fail to hold onto the pumpkin lantern. You cannot get the pumpkin lantern. Well, inventory, where, remove, hold, equipped.
I'm good get usually.
You can try get. Oh, let's get from inventory. Pick the given item up from the room you are in. Okay. Well, it seems to recognize take, but let's see if get works.
You spelled it.
I know.
No, you're good.
I type very poorly. And everyone gets to see that now. This is like adventures in... You fail... Okay, so take and get work the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, keep tag the given item as something you do not want to lose. This stops you from dropping it, giving away, or selling it. Keep an item will not prevent it from being fumbled. You cannot keep money as it is there to use. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Score. About yourself. Score. There's skills. What are skills? We don't need a tutorial, but I do have a command list because I'm curious.
I know, next time I play.
Covert, crafts, faith, fighting, magic. Okay, there's skills. Oh, G players guild points. That's what that is for. These commands in each of the skill trees.
I don't know exactly which ones I have in here, but you can join the different guilds. Like I know the witches guild is one of them.
Okay.
I don't know which ones they included. I hope they have the Assassin's Guild.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Maybe the Thieves Guild, I don't know.
In hindsight, now next time we do this, I might want to give the little scanny parts their own little bubble to be in, I guess. Avatars. Oh, that's fine. Anyway.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah, I can like, you do know that I laid out everything on this, right? Like, I can like grab this avatars and like move them all
Oh,
around.
yeah, well I know how that works. Frustratingly, it's really fun to set up.
Yeah, it's really fun if you hit the wrong button. Okay, well, that's what it is. Let's look again, because I kind of forgot what was going on. Oh, just where I was. Looks kind of like the reset to...
Yeah.
Wait, does this work? You wait till dusk.
Now
okay.
take the lantern.
Light.
Oh, you're gonna light it.
Pumpkin lantern. The pumpkin lantern is gone. What? There was one, right?
You spelled lantern wrong.
Did I? I did. Lantern. It's not even night. Well, fine. Wait till night. Okay. That's a lie. And we both know that's true. Okay. I had a feeling it wasn't going to work. So, I've been foiled by a pumpkin lantern. Curse. Pumpkin. Lantern. I curse it. Perfect. We're good now.
I think you should go a direction.
I should go a direction. My options are
North and west.
obvious north and west. North is where we came from. Because we went south. Right? Yeah. I know cardinal directions. Yeah, because we went... The plus is something. Okay, green grasses and lush as velvet is broken only by the screening walls of bushes and the amiable overlooking trees. This would be quite a pleasant place to relax and talk to people for a while. It is a very warm summer primes morning with almost no wind and beautiful. So that's probably the same. Don't worry about it. Two obvious exits, north and east. East is the way we came. Gabriella Prattle is looking eager for conversation. A pumpkin lantern is dangling from a post. Gabrielle Prattle exclaims, "Hi." Do you want to do dialogue?
Not really. I'm really tired.
You're really tired.
It's fun letting you one man show this.
Well, fine. I'll try to do voices in the future.
Practice your GM voices.
Say hi. We only got 2. Oh, well, she really chatted. Okay. Gabriella says, "My name is Gabriella, but everyone just calls me Gabby. Everyone here is so friendly. You can talk to anyone. Just say what it is you want to communicate. Try it. Say hello." I did that without thinking. "Did you know you can often use help here to see what you can do in a room? Hi. Hello there. You must be new. I remember most people I speak to, and I speak to everyone. You can talk to people too. Saying is a good way to talk to people out here. Everyone in this room can hear it, and so they can respond. Sometimes, though, it's nice to make it clear what person you're trying to talk to. And to do that, you say to. Why don't you try it? Tell me your name using say to." Okay. Say to.
This is good when you're playing if you're in a room with multiple players.
Yeah, say
and
to
you want
Gabriella.
To talk just to one.
Wouldn't you like to know my name? It's like underlying all of my words is misspelled.
Yeah, it does that. I don't know why.
I mean, probably for me because I can't type, but it's just making me extra paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
Say to Gabrielle, "Wouldn't you like to know my name?" You say to Gabrielle Prattle. She doesn't respond, apparently. Apparently she doesn't like my sass.
Apparently not.
Okay. Was I too sassy for her?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll try this again. Say to... Did I misspell her name too? That's always a option. Gabriella...
No, I put it in the proper full first and last name.
Oh, it did. I'll play nice. Yep, there it goes. Excellent. Now we can talk more privately. Though if we really wanted to be quiet, we could just whisper. If you want to know more, why not whisper to me? Why whisper yes to me? Whisper Gabriella yes. Oh, it's making me it's tricking me into doing the tutorial just because I feel obligated to do what I'm told. I'm a terrible anarchist.
Well, whisper is good when you want to have private.
Yeah, apparently I did it twice. You whisper Gabriella yes. You whisper Gabriella yes. You're really getting the hang of this, aren't you? I like whispering because it's totally private. You can tell the secrets this way, and no one else can hear them. Except for everyone watching the Twitch stream, which is like one person right now. But I love you. whoever's watching this, and anyone watching the VOD later, or whatever. You're all great
Yeah, you
people.
guys are troopers. This is
You're
totally
troopers.
different
This is like
from our normal
entirely
stuff.
different than my normal stuff, but I'm enjoying it. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. Like, I really have to like. Chaos rises in me when I'm given full control, and it's like, don't type slap Gabriella. Don't do it.
You see why I love Muds? Like,
she's still talking to me.
So free.
Other people in the room can still see there's something is whispered, though. To meet with any player on Discord without others seeing it, you can use the tell command. Of course, the player will have to be logged in and not blocking tells in any way. It only works in players too, not on non-player characters, usually called NPCs. That's people like me. So you can't try to send me a tell. Tell. What'd I say? You'll pretend you can't hear. Thanks, Cassio. Do you prefer Cassio or Star? I saw you earlier and I asked. What was I saying? Oh, she looks sad.
Yeah.
Can I like cheer up? Is that a command?
Her heart. I doubt it.
Cheer up. Gabrielle. I don't know. You can try it. Cassie is fine? Okay. Oh, to use tells, for example, tell pit life is... Okay. You've been doing great. You'll communicate with people in no time. So to continue the introduction, you just go north from here. Cheer up. You cheer up at... it did do cheer up, but it didn't do cheer up like I'm trying to raise her spirits. It did cheer up like directionally. Which, I mean, maybe that works.
I guess so.
Okay. Well, hello, Cassie. I said hello to you earlier, but thank you for swinging by. Okay, did you know you can offer use help here to see what you can do in a room? Yeah, I'll see what it says I can do here.
Under. Scroll down.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh.
That is the bottom.
Why does it say more at the bottom?
I don't know.
Oh.
I can click more. It doesn't do anything.
Gives you more. I don't know.
Okay. Help here. Communication. This one would be communication. Basic communication. This is the center of the introduction part where you can learn. This is the center of the introduction part where you can learn about various ways to communicate with other players and with non-player. Okay. To say to, whisper, and tell. She'll offer. So when you first walk into a room, just follow the instructions she gives. You prefer reading a simple help file? No, it's fine. So basically, it's just going to continue, which north is the option I have. Directionally speaking. Impatient. Fine, I'll just ditch you. I'll be nice. I will say bye. Bye, y'all. Peace. How do I get out?
Hit north. Type in north.
I want free. Free me. North. Oh, okay. I'm free. Here at the exit for the park, a small gate leads out towards the town square of Pumpkin Town. A sign has been erected to explain a few of the more important details that the traveler might wish to know. Weather is the same. There are two obvious exits, south and out. An informative sign is here, and a pumpkin lantern is dangling from posts. Reading items like plaques and signs will often give you useful and sometimes vital information. Like here, you read the sign. Well, let's read the sign. Do I get another cool little ASC2 art sign? No. It helps if I spell sign right. Have you played Discworld Mud before, Cassie? Also, if I ever talk to you and you don't feel like you want to chat, that's totally fine. I just see you there and I'm just... I chat to people. But don't ever feel obligated to respond. This is a chill stream. You're here, you can hang out, whatever you want to do. Don't ever feel obligated to respond. Just feel free to lurk. I don't mind at all. You read the informative sign. Important last note. Some final things you should really know about are listed here. It is not necessary to eat or drink on Discworld. Fine to know. If you see no color on this line, text, type, text term. If doing that breaks this color, type, term, and that's okay. If you want to log out, type quit. Don't just close your client. Yes, important to know. To see useful information about yourself, type score. To see your inventory, type inventory or just I. A lot more useful commands are listed in Help Essentials. If you are lost, you can use Godmother help. If you don't play for a long time, 60 times your character's age, or 10 days if that's more, character will get deleted. To avoid this, simply log in even a minute before that time. So let me take the out exit. Okay. You always wanted to get into mud, but you've never had the patience to get familiar with one enough. That is a very fair
I
response.
kind of feel like that's where I'm at. I
Yeah.
love this one, but I never got super familiar
Well,
with it.
the big thing about muds is they are definitely a game from an older time. If that makes sense. Like, you have to... If you're big into text-based adventures, muds are, like, an amazing step forward in terms of, like, the MMO ability. But if you're used to playing, like, Skyrim and World of Warcraft, mud is an entirely different ballgame.
I really like this one because I can go interact with my favorite book characters.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're really passionate about Discworld, Discworld Mud is a great introduction. It's also probably one of the more reasonably well-polished muds that's still actually fairly active, given its day and age and everything.
Yeah, Discworld has a pretty big following
Yeah.
of America.
Yeah, state-wise, sometimes like you meet another, Kevin, and then they're like, "Oh, yay, Discworld!" Like outside of them, like it's the states. But Good Omens has helped a lot.
Actually,
the Amazon TV show Good Omens has
Oh
brought
my
a lot of
gosh.
new people out here
I
into
wanna reread
Discworld.
that.
Yeah, it's a good book.
I was like partway through it last summer and I didn't finish it, and then I got back.
You play lots of old ASA2 roguelikes, so I understand the power of these kinds of low graphic games. Yeah, you got it. I respect that. Good roguelike game. You would hate roguelikes.
Yeah.
I love my wife, but she has no patience for difficult video games.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why I still want to get you to play Dark Souls.
I like watching you play Dark Souls. That's the point.
Okay. That's out.
And I'm not in love with the story behind Dark Souls. Like, I think
Yeah,
I
that's
prefer
fair.
more of a story behind something than just fighting.
I'm gonna do a quick little Google of the thing here. This might... Okay, it's not gonna capture it. I'm gonna see if there's like an easy command to get it to text follow, because I've missed dialogue a couple times.
Oh yeah.
Text follow. Okay. Ba-ba-dum.
The other thing too, that I have used for Discworld Mud, because I'm not very familiar. Like, it has its own wiki, and you can actually go through entire quests to find like who you need to talk to and where they're at. So there is a lot of
It's for
resources.
low vision. I mean, I'm a low vision player, but it's not really helpful. Discord Master. See, that's been around since the 90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. It's interesting. Not.
92.
92. Really? Wow. Makes sense. It's older than we are.
So impressed. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oof.
Okay, I don't know if you're gonna find it right now.
I'm just trying to do a quick thing. It's not working. It's not working. I wonder if like text follow works. It's actually like not like just like.
Yeah, you might find. Worst case, it'll find it.
What? No. Oh, like is there like a settings?
Maybe. No, go over to your help commands on the other side.
This one?
Yeah, hit command find.
Oh.
Text follow.
And this is a PC, so it's control.
I don't care.
Only one search for follow.
Please follow.
Yeah, anything for scroll?
Yeah, scroll or text.
Nothing for scroll.
What text?
Nothing.
Yeah, you probably can't do it then.
Okay.
Scroll yourself.
But I'm lazy and I don't have a good attention span. Multiple commands at once, separate them. Browse the previous commands with the up and down arrow keys. A is F1 score. Oh, because I can do like F1 commands. I will ask my unofficial Discworld Mud support group known as the Random Terry Pratchett group. I'll find it on Facebook later. Okay. But in the meantime, we are going to head out. Because ouch is a way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're being moved to the town square of Pumpkin Town, the newbie area of Discworld Mud. To go out of the newbie area into the real world, just go west. If you want a bit more preparation, buy weapons, train combat, earn some startup skills, and perhaps learn more, you can explore the village. You'll be given a guide and a map to help you with that. Typing Look Guide will give you some pointers on how to read it. Also remember that Help Here will usually tell you how to use a room. While in Pumpkin Town, you can always redo the introduction. Use Godmother to get back to the help hut. If you have more problems, you can ask for help on the newbie channel. For example, newbie, I'm having trouble with. Press return enter to continue. I could probably ask the newbie channel.
Yeah, that would be great.
I will message
them.
And
I think you're automatically allowed to ask for help on the newbie channel for a specified amount of time.
Yeah.
I can't remember how long it is. Again, I haven't gotten into this in 9 months. But I like that you're doing this because you're getting me excited to play it. Not that I have time. Trying to get through Pokemon Yellow and I just don't have time to pick it up.
Text following have to do the bottom. Is there we're going to do easy way. We will see if that works. Oh, press return, enter to continue. Oh, okay. Well, the rest of the square is rather busy. The southwest corner seems to be made to relax and contemplate things. A large statue of a running man dominates the area, and a few simple wooden benches provide a place for the tired villagers to relax. It's a very warm summer's prime morning with almost no wind. Okay, that's where we are. There are 5 obvious exits: east, north, west, south, and enter hut. The hut is where we were. West leads on, so we have east, north, and south. And there's another pumpkin lantern that it won't let me light. To come through or go west if you want some help. Look guide for pointers on how to read the visitor's guide. Okay. We got a little map there. Okay. So let's see. East, we have some stuff there. We have north. I'm assuming the hut is just like in this square then. I suppose. We'll try this command though again. You newbie tell, is there an easy way to enable like text following so I don't have to scroll the bottom? See if anyone responds to that. I have no idea how that works. I have no idea what I did. I have no idea how this is going to process, but we did it. In theory, that will go out to other people who are playing, and one of those lovely people can give me a hand, and if they know of a way to do it. In the meantime...
Do you want to prep?
I do want to prep because...
Yeah, you can find out information about...
Is it I? I is a quick shortcut to my inventory, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are unburdened. 3%. Oh, burden! There we go.
Oh, that's what on is. I know, I'm like...
Okay.
I remembered what they were like 9 months
By
ago.
wearing a colorful sash. 10 out of 10. Carrying a map of Pumpkin Town, a closed Pumpkin Town visitor guide, a small bucket, and a lightable torch. Your purse contains 8 pumpkin dollars and 100 pumpkin pence. Okay.
Should have lit the lanterns on fire.
Look. Map? The map gives an overview of Pumpkin Town and topics you can learn about. It shows A. Town Square, player information. Travel agency, where you leave the newbie area. So we have, okay.
Yeah, here's the entire map of Pumpkin Town.
Okay, B is Town Square Talker. C is Town Square Color. E is Town Square Soul Commands. G is Guild Grove Guilds.
Those are the guilds.
And then we have Assassins, Thieves, Warriors, Witches, Wizards, Priests. I have to decide what I want to be.
Yeah.
H is Crafts Workshop, Hospital. Perfect. J is the jail. Probably going to end up there. K is Introduction Park, Basic Knowledge. Where is K? There's J. Am I on K? No. I don't know there's K. I don't know how we get to K. Maybe there's supposed to be a line there. Okay, okay, street, distant travel. Oh, okay. It's M. N is nightclub. Darkness, night, bulletin boards. P is the post office. Q is the garden. R is street searching. S is shops. T is the morgue, training room, death combat. Okay. W is the street, getting lost water. Y street, safe exploring water. Okay. So I think we're going to go to the guilds first. Written for the map, use read map. In the distance, you will see a mime pretending to be... This is mime pretending to be trapped in a kind of glass box. A small child runs screaming to their mother. Okay, well, let's head... What direction is east?
This is gonna make you learn your cardinal directions.
No, it won't. I am too stubborn. East. Okay, southeast side of the square is easily the most entertaining. This is a town square soul commands, but it's on the way to the guilds. So the square is easily the most entertaining. All sorts of people are standing around, most of them taking turns contorting their faces expressively, gesticulating wildly, or physically interacting with the others gathered here. It's a remarkable, emotional, and expressive bunch in general. There are 4 obvious exits: west, north, southeast, and south. South leads to the hospital. North leads up to town square color. Okay. We are in Souls. Okay. Johnny Be Good. Oh, 10 out of 10. Johnny Be Good is bopping to the beat. A pumpkin lantern is dangling from the lamppost, and the sandstone fountain is on the ground. I want to look at the sandstone fountain, because it's not the stupid pumpkin lamp that is not letting me steal. Sandstone fountain. So do you want to know more about Souls Man? Johnny Be Good says, here soul commands let you express how you are feeling. There are lots of such commands on the disc. I'd like to bop. Why don't you try bopping with me? To bop, Johnny, type bop. Same process. Because I didn't spell sandstone. Well, we'll do this first. We can bop first. You bop to the beat. Johnny Be Good bounces around. Soul commands must be directed to other people. Let me show you. Encourage you to smile at him. Smile at Johnny. Smile at Johnny. Smile at Johnny Be Good. This is basically emotes. Basically, this is teaching me emotes. When you use a soul or direct it at someone in the room, everyone can see you doing that. Yep, this is just emotes. You can also do what we call remote souls, man. This is when you soul someone not in the same room. You just direct it at them and they see it and no one else does. Nudge me if you want me to tell you a little bit more about soul commands. No, I'm good. It's just emotes. I'm assuming. It's basically what soul commands are. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming there's a whole long list of them, but I don't really need to know them right now. Oh, I can do shorthand directions. That's good to know. I do want to look at sandstone fountain. Oh my goodness. If this was a spelling contest, I would fail.
Only Americans do spelling contests.
I think only English-speaking countries do it because English is a messed up language. And we all know it is.
There shouldn't be pride in it.
Pride. We are very proud of how bad English is.
Basically.
The centerpiece for this fountain is a large pumpkin carved from dark orange sandstone. Water shooting up to the top and pours down over the fountain, collecting at the paler sandstone pool below it. It is in excellent condition. The sandstone fountain is about 1/4 full with 3 gallons of water. It is about 1/4 full. Okay, what did I have? I had a torch. Plus, having a small bucket.
Ooh, fill the bucket up.
That's what I was thinking. Let's fill bucket. Let's see. There was something I remember seeing.
You might have to grab your bucket, so it's like
hold bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold bucket. You hold a small bucket in your left hand. Is like use bucket?
Now fill it. I don't know if it'll work.
Fill bucket.
Dang it. No.
See syntax fill for input values. Ah. Fill object from fountain. Ah, there we go. Fill bucket from fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if fountain works. You fill the small bucket from the sandstone fountain. Yes! Okay. Oh, and you can do, like, fractions, it looks like, too.
You should throw it at John.
Let's explore town before we get ourselves arrested. You put down a small bucket. I don't want to like lose my bucket. Look. Bucket. It's a small bottle bucket. It's not very shiny, but it has something written on it. It is in excellent condition. The small bucket is completely full with 2 quarts of water with a small champagne bottle swimming in it. It is completely full. I had a bottle of champagne in my bucket. I should have looked at it first.
Pick up or get.
I'm gonna try get champagne. Did I spell champagne right? Empty bucket. You empty the small bucket. What is it now? Let's look around. Did I like put it on the ground? Oh, it's remarkable Johnny because popping a pumpkin lantern, a small champagne bottle on the ground. Okay, so there's a champagne bottle. We've now put it on the ground. Now can I get champagne? You get small champagne that's the corner of the town. Perfect. Now if I check my inventory, a small champagne bottle, close pumpkin towns, a small bucket, and lightable
Why
torch.
don't you can equip it like a weapon?
Well, I mean, probably. Empty buckets work.
No, I mean
Fill
the
bucket
champagne.
from fountain. Okay. Now we're good. Now we have everything that we need. Perfect. And I didn't have to hold the bucket to do so, by the way. Oh, get object from container, put objects in container. Okay. There we go. So, that's something. Okay, we've learned. That's inventory. The small bucket cannot be worn. Dang it. Me? I just wanted to wear the bucket.
I know.
This isn't Divinity Original Sin. You remember that game? You can wear the bucket in there. It gives you like a -1 to initiative.
What? Why?
But it gives you like slightly a little bit of armor. I don't know. You can just wear it like a helmet. It's great when you're playing an undead and you don't want to wear like the normal hood. You can just wear the bucket instead. I need to play that game. That's a game I need to stream. That is one that would be fun to stream. Especially, I wonder if I could like get you on it and then drag Ben into it.
That would be fun. I miss playing that one with you guys.
And cause lots of chaos that way. Okay. She's in my what a grump. Okay. So, I feel like this is kind of everything I'm going to do here.
Yeah, unless you want to go get a weapon or try to go.
Well, I mean, in Souls, yeah. Like, in Soul, Alright, now I'm going to go southeast. Because that will put me in the guild area. Tall, rich maples trees fill Guild Grove and create a beautifully shaded area. Between the many trees, several buildings can be seen around the grove. Quite a few people are meandering through the trees on their way to more important business, like exploring the various guild buildings. The town square is between the trees to the northeast. There are several obvious exits. Northwest, assassins, thieves, warriors, priests, wizards, and witches. Pumpkin ladders dangling from a lamppost, and an informative sign is set in the ground. Well, we'll read the sign if it's informative. You read the informative sign. There are 7 guilds in the Discworld that players can join. Assassins, fools, thieves, warriors, priests, wizards, and witches. Guilds can give you training and skills, commands, and a background for your character. Most players will join a guild very early in life in Discworld, as it is a lot harder to gain skills if you have not joined one yet. In the rooms around here, you can learn about the guilds. Just type the name of the exit to go in. People there may be able to tell you a bit and give you a little task to train their relative skills. If you just want to know about the guild, you can also simply type tutorial in each of the rooms. To learn more general things about guilds, you can read the tutorial here as well. You cannot join a guild here, you will have to do that once you've gone into the real game. Light breathes through the maple trees, and the leaves seem to shiver with light. Okay. So this is just kind of like tutorial. Well, we'll go through each one. I'm leaning towards running the Thieves Guild. Because I like Thieves Guilds. But we will start from the top. And does A work? Probably not. Nope. We will type the full name then. You open the assassin's door. This simple yet elegant study serves as a sort of library for assassins, containing some useful information about their targets. Smooth black silk drapes over a window, securing the study from any spies. Pale flickering light emanates from several candles scattered around the room and on tables. Tables have quite a few folders of various targets stacking neatly to them, each with an iconograph pinned to the outside of each file. Iconographs are also pinned to the walls, showing some of the more prominent or annoying targets of the assassins. There is one obvious exit south. Elizabeth Dahill is standing here. He says, "Hello, Tadafid. You do stomp around rather noisily. You'd benefit from some covert training. I've got just the task for you. Are you interested? Or I could tell you a bit about the various Assassins Guild. To accept the task, enter say yes. If you'd like to learn about assassins, say, please tell me about assassins." A poison dart suddenly flies out of the darkness shadow in the room to hit one of the Hasashim near the door in the throat. It seems that not even assassins are immune to inhumes. Have I talked about where the phrase assassin comes from? I was talking about that, right? To you? So, Hasashim, this older spelling right here, is a reference to the original, like, assassins are a group, kind of like ninjas.
Oh, yeah, I've gotten this brand.
That's knowledge. Accept the knowledge and learn. Basically, hash is slang for marijuana, and those who used it were called Hashishim. I can't say that word right now. It became assassins. Basically, it's just the anglicizing and going through like 15 different languages for a word that basically means one who uses marijuana. But they also happen to be very skilled assassins, as it were, which is where the term comes from. I've only seen so many young, more quirky assassins failed the run if only they paid attention to their surroundings and worked harder on their skills. Well, I want to learn more first, just because more knowledge is great, and that also...
Say, please tell me about assassins.
Can I copy and paste?
Can you?
Oh.
That's going to make our lives so easy.
Okay. There are 4 Assassins Guilds on Discworld. The Ninja, found in the Agatian city of Bespelargic, an ancient Hasashim of Klatch, the Guanan Mano Rosa, and the Ankh-Morpork Guild of Assassins. They all have one thing in common. They kill, or inhume, as they prefer to call it, for money, and all are required to become player killers if they wish to further their careers. I can tell you more about each of the guilds, assassination, and poisons if you like. Oh, they got poisons? My dog demands a walk. I'll be back if you are still on. If not, I'll keep an eye open for when you stream again. Of course. Go give your puppies all the love for me. We big fan of animals here. We have a cat ourselves. Not a dog yet. We do want one, but go give your dog all the loves, and I will probably be streaming till about midnight at the latest tonight.
At the latest.
Yeah.
We do have a schedule that we loosely follow on his Discord.
Yeah, my schedule is updated on my Discord regularly. If I see you back again, I'll make sure to give you that information, but always just command Discord. That's where I post my schedules and kind of any updates there. Anyway. So, okay, so please tell me about topic and choose a topic that Elizabeth mentioned you would like to hear more about. The man shovels into the room with a fresh stack of folders and iconographs. He pins a couple of the iconographs to some of the folders, stacks them on the tables before shuffling back out of the room. The Egation ninjas sure love their chores and ceremonies, always have to do something for the good of all before training. There's even the Runapori ceremony, which all must complete before being allowed to close more difficult contracts. Well, I'm kind of interested... okay. I can tell you more about each of the guilds, assassination and poisons if you like. Let's do... first we're just going to please tell me about, we're going to copy that so we don't have to type it out every time. But we're going to start with just each of the guilds. Just so I don't lose my spot here. We'll start with Ninja. That one's easy enough. Okay, let's look at the shadows. Okay. The ninja of the... is it Egation? Is that the...
I couldn't tell you on some of the pronunciations.
I'm not asking pronunciation. I'm asking, is that the counterweight continent?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ninja of the Egation Empire value honor amongst themselves especially and would rather die than live without it.
That's where Two Flowers from.
Yep. They are expected to be experts in all aspects of the Egation culture, as learning how to correctly perform rituals such as the tea ceremony is as important as learning how to subtly add poison to a cup. Ninja must pass 2 tests to be considered full members. The first test their knowledge of the whereabouts of contracts. The second challenges their intelligence and problem-solving skills. Ninjas are not required to become player killers until they have passed the second test. Should you choose to join this guild, you will be taught the art of stealth and hiding, as well how to covertly handle weapons and poisons. No door will bar your passage, and you will learn to disarm traps and pick locks. You'll be able to tell master sleight of hands and climbing ropes with ease. You will become well-versed with combat, learning to use fired weapons and swords while mastering striking techniques and dodging. Ninja headquarters are located on the Silk Lane in the Egation city of Besplargic, and the guild is headed by the sensei, who is elected by eligible ninja. Life as an assassin isn't easy. You are forced to become a killer, as such generally age before you have much of a chance to learn about a great deal. So many are cut down in the youth of their life. Okay. Is that everything? I'm gonna assume that's everything. What was the next one? Assassin. Clash. Okay. Isham. I have a very light lisp, everyone, and the one way to make it trip me up every time is put a lot of sh in the word together. The Hashishim. I'm looking at... how would you say it?
Hashishim?
I am a whispering wind. Hash. That just means the pot, though.
I know, but you'd enjoy that.
I don't partake of the devil's lettuce, but you're fine if you do. Anyway. Okay. The Assishim are the first known group to practice assassinations as a profession. That's actually kind of accurate to real life. Their headquarters are located in the cliffs west of... nope. In Clatch. And they are led by the Lord or Lady of the Mountain. I'm liking this. They derive their name from the vast quantities of it's just to consume, and are unique among vicious killers in being both deadly and at the same time inclined to giggle and groove to interesting patterns of light on their blades. If you choose to join the... I'm sorry. You will learn how to move with stealth and conceal yourself and your possessions from view. You'll learn to pick the locks of doors and judge a person's perceptiveness. You'll be well prepared when it comes to combat. Learning to covertly use weapons, dodge, and fight using swords, daggers, and thrown weapons. The cliffs of Clatch will seem like a playground as you learn to scale rocks with ease while also learning to climb ropes. You will also be trained to ride camels, both the transport and the curse of the desert.
Is it Jelly Baby? Jelly. Yeah.
Jelly Baby?
Cliffs west of. Is it?
Oh, yeah, Jelly Baby.
I love his naming.
Jelly Baby.
Okay, my favorite thing about the Discworld is I feel like I'm gonna go reread it once I finish.
Mm-hmm.
And just get more golden little tidbits. I love it.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, we've already said that. So that was one. We have how many guilds total?
There's 4.
Okay. Genon? Genwan.
I don't know much about them.
Well, right now, if I were to become an assassin, you know which one I'm leaning to.
Actually, I don't.
Oh, it's 100% the Hisesh users. Laughing at the pretty light stuff coming off of your blade.
Do it. You could deal with the camels, which are
I'm
mathematicians.
still leaning towards Thieves Guild.
I know.
Mostly because I'm terrible at PvP because I feel guilty.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be a player killer, which is what it sounds like the assassins have to be.
Yeah,
That doesn't get picked it up.
But I really like Morpork. Just because you can wander through and get mugged wherever. Like
Mano Rosa. Is that going to work? Oh. Once a part of the Coffee Nostra, the Mano Rosa, or Red Hands of Genwa, broke away from the other families to specialize in the art of assassinations. Based in the mansion in Dauphine Street, Genwa, their sharp suits and steely gaze under the ever-present fedora are often the last thing people see. Their business cards embroidered with their red hand insignia are usually the first thing the grieving families find. The Mano Rosa are led by the Dawn, who's voted in by eligible members. If you choose to join the Mano Rosa, you will be well trained in combat, learning to use daggers and thrown weapons, and will learn how to avoid attacks while discovering the finer points of grappling. You'll be taught to handle your weapons covertly and will become skilled in stealth and hiding. You're trained to pick locks and set and disable traps. You'll also benefit from being trained to climb both trees and rocks and will learn how to judge someone's ability to perceive what's happening around them. So they're the mob. I have family that are more or less in the mob. That's kind of close to home, but we talked about that, I think, right? You've heard that rant. I have Sicilian immigrant families, and it's not like a confirmed thing as much as it is you don't ask about your cousin Vinny type stuff. Doing family history on that side of the family is interesting. It's also the Ventis and the I'll say the last name because it's not my last name, but the Ventis and the Ventacinques are their names, which are fairly common names. And they're two halves of the family that don't like each other.
Because wasn't one like
first
wife and a second wife?
Yeah, it was a first wife and a second wife, and they were both the wives were sisters. So he married the first one, and she passed away, and then he sent back to the old country and had the second wife, the younger sister, sent out and married her, and the two families do not talk. And Morpork Guild, will that work, or do I need to type out? Oh, okay. The Assassins Guild, known as the Collegium Sicarium, is the guild for people prone to solving problems in a permanent manner. It is not for killers or common thugs. Assassins kill for one reason only: money, hence their motto. Nil mortif sin lucre, no death without payment. I like these guys. The Assassins Guild head office is located on Filigree Street in Ankh-Morpork. They run by elected master or mistress of the guild. I'm assuming that's actually a player elected position. Sounds like. I don't know. When you decide to enroll in the guild school, you will learn how to hide yourself and move stealthily. You will be taught to pick doors and traps and will learn how to safely scale ropes and rocks useful on buildings as well as mountains. You will become adept at covertly handling weapons and learn how to make poisons. Your combat skills will not languish, and you are taught how to fight with daggers, dodge blows, and use both fired and thrown weapons. I'm going to be honest, if I were to join Assassin's Guild, it would probably be this one.
I'm kind of partial.
Just because the poisons is what interests me the most. Because I love anything related to alchemy and potion making.
The ninja did have poison.
Ninjas had poison. These guys had poison. That's why I'm leaning towards them.
Depends on if you want to do tea ceremonies.
Poisons interest me. I don't know. I'm vaguely interested in the ninjas too,
You
But
can
I'm
do
not
that
like
another
huge
playthrough.
into like ninja lore and everything.
That's true.
I don't care much for ninjas and samurais.
However, it would mostly be probably a satire on it.
Probably. But that can be dangerous with satires and that kind of thing. Anyway. Assassination. We'll try assassination now. Maybe that's like more information like what it means by player killer.
Yeah.
Assassination.
Go back.
Ah.
Oh.
No matter what regional guild you decide to join, you will eventually learn to inhume. Inhumation is the method at which assassin, ninja, hashim, or mano rosarian close a contract, that is, request to have someone killed. There are a number of methods that can be used to complete a contract, and you will find out more about them when you join a guild. You will be given ample training before being allowed to close a contract, and in most cases you will have to pass some sort of test. Player killers and selected NPCs can be contracted, and you will find that your advancement in the guild you choose will be limited until you complete the test requirements and become a player killer. Because they become player killers at such a young age, the Assassin's Guild, whatever region, are considered one of the more difficult guilds to play. I'm assuming because once you become player killers, it like turns on PvP.
Probably? I don't know.
Yeah, that's my assumption, because usually what it is with PvP is it's like an opt-in. Well, in most games, I don't know about this one, it's an opt-in thing. So once
you
you've
can
opted
kill
in,
and you can be killed.
be killed.
Okay.
And I am terrible at PvP, and I think assassins in general we should avoid because we are very new to muds, especially this mud.
Mm-hmm.
But
I do think you should keep going and figure out what you want to do, because I don't know. Poisons are cool, but I don't think you're going to either do it and become like a low-level assassin without finishing it.
Yeah, it's just like that last step I don't think I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And poison seed.
But it would make it very hard to play because you can't.
All the regional guilds have facilities in which a member can create. So all of them can do poisons.
Yeah.
A number of different poisons can be created with a wide range of effects. If you join the ninja or the assassins, you'll be specially trained in their production. Fatal poisons can also be used to help close a contract when applied to appropriate weapon. Okay. I think that is everything that she can tell me about this.
Probably.
I'm
starting to fade.
If you need to go to bed, you can. I will keep playing this for a little bit, but you are welcome to go to. Take our little I don't know what to call her. Bean. She's gotten big on me. Children grow too fast, y'all.
You just gotta enjoy every minute.
Mm-hmm. Try to. Okay.
See about the Thieves Guild.
That's what I think. I'll do Thieves Guild next. That's kind of what I was thinking. Let's do look. Kind of reset. See if there's anything else in there I need to do before I go. Yeah, elegant study serves as a sort of library for assassins. Contracting can. Blah 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 blah. Obviously, exit the south. Yep. And we will head south. Okay, Assassin's Thieves is the next one anyway. So we will do Thieves next. Okay, you open Thieves' Door. The dark, narrow alleyway is angled such that the shadows are cast everywhere, making it the natural environment for thieves. Buildings tower above the alleyway, blocking out the sky, and forming a roof over the alley like an indoor room. Boxes and dustbins gathering in the corners, trying to stay out of sight. A couple of desperate thieves seem to be lurking deep within the alley, waiting for their next unsuspecting victim. There's an obvious exit southwest. Shifty Marlowe is standing there. You close the southwest door. Shifty Marlowe asks, "Ah, Tadaffid, I have a job for you. It will help you decide whether you are suited to the life of thievery. Are you interested?"
You could probably do
it. Just is right off the bat.
You could probably do a tell me about type command.
I'm just gonna say yes because I'm interested.
Okay.
Thieves have a number of methods of stealing: snatch, filch, steal, and shoplift. It is the last method you will practice today. I would like you to go to any shop in Pumpkin Town, shoplift something, and give it to me. There are 2 shops just northwest and a little north of the Guild Grove. Once you found a shop, enter a list to see what it sells. You can then shoplift and then steal it And once you have it, return here and give item name to Marlowe. Okay, so that's the job. I'm assuming the assassins had a job too. Might be worth doing the assassin's job before I bail out of Pumpkin Town. Kind of get a feel of it. Like, give me a feel of the game at the very least. But basically, it's just been a shot with something.
I'm gonna head out.
You're gonna head out? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put my stand on. I'll be able to listen in.
Of course.
And I'm sure if you want to switch games in a bit, I don't want to.
We might. I'm actually pretty tired myself. I do want to do.
Just figure out your guild.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like wrap up or something.
You know, we'll see what's happening. It's not that it's getting late. I just didn't sleep well last night because the baby didn't want to sleep, which means I didn't get to sleep. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna kind of bank onto the thieves for now. So let's go steal and come back. SW. Look, map. Town square. Yeah, so let's go. And that would be northwest, north. Okay. And that was Seoul. Okay. Square the square is a wash of colored ribbons floating freely on the small breeze. They sweep and swap, twist and turn, means that the colors overlap and converge in the rainbow of kaleidoscopic beauty. The ribbons are so wondrous, each one beginning to be looked at. Therefore, always east, west, south, north. Sorry, I try not to sneeze. Okay. Look. Ribbons. Each of the ribbons seems to mean something different to each person in the crowd. The colors of ribbons change as each person looks at them. Might mean something to you. Try and grab the ribbons of each color. Let's just do this real quick. Look, blue ribbon. Sometimes all the information can be a bit much. You may feel you want to ignore some of it. Don't want to miss some more important events. Okay. So that's like important stuff. Look, green ribbon. The green ribbon shows and you hear a whisper. Changing your color settings enables you to manage your text. For example, if bold red gets your attention the most, you set this color for tells rather than the default yellow. So remember that if you're not getting color type, okay. Oh, it's a whisper. Okay, that makes sense. Red ribbon is probably going to tell me this is a tell. As it appears in your mind, you can see the color settings options color. You can change them if it's color soul, equal cyan, you will look over time what they mean. Okay. Look. Yellow ribbon. The yellow ribbon seems to mean, depending on the possibilities of the multi-client you're using, you may have access to either 286 and 286 or colors. These standard JavaScript clients on Discworld clients are 256 colors. The most commonly used colors, which are available to almost everyone, are red, magenta, orange, yellow, green, blue, cyan, white, and black. If the ribbon's a color. Look, magenta ribbon. And ribbons appear to on it in glowing letters. Apart from the standard colors, they have bold variations of colors and can set background colors. For example, bold blue text on red that hurts my eyes. Bold blue be red. Okay. And the last one is look cyan ribbon. need to spell ribbon right for that to work. You can list all the named colors by typing color list. The colors in that list do not look right. It's likely your term setting is wrong. Try experimenting with terms network. Okay, both those fell. Okay, makes sense. Let's now look map again. Not look find Mao. Wrong thing to look for in Discworld, but we found something. Okay. S is shops. Oh, that's where I need to go. I need to go to the shops. Which is east. This is the bottom part of the Pumpkin Town Equipment Emporium. Racks of clothes run down one wall. A collection of fluff, loose threads have gathered under them. The racks face a wall completely covered by mirrors of varying types. Some tell the truth, whilst others have obviously been placed here to flatter the customer. Another wall display, a classy brass plaque. Up from here, another shop sells weapons and armor. There are two others west and up. It's fixed to the wall. It's a general store where you can buy and sell items. Use read plaque for more information. Go by typing up. Let's try read plaque. You read the classy brass plaque. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. Here you can list, browse, buy, or sell goods. While you may buy and sell some weapons and armor here, the shop upstairs up from here sells some more of these items for your hacking and slashing pleasure. If you wish to learn about different types of shops, tip tutorial. Money you have, you will need it both here in Pumpkin Town and in this world itself. Okay, well, I'm going to hit list. You find an offer, a very last bone hatchet. 2 flowery dresses, the clues, long dark cloak. Okay, let's shoplift. What should we steal? Still the bone hatchet. Let's do a pink towel. Okay. There we go. I didn't enter to get more of the list. It's my bad. And if still something you need to take it back to Shift tomorrow, just keep adding tomorrow. Perfect. Let's bail out of here and we can come back and steal some more later. It should be pretty easy. We just want to go west, south, southeast, thieves. Boop. Okay. Give. What was it? Give item tomorrow. Pink towel. Marlowe. I'll give pink towel to Marlowe. I gave him the fluffy pink towel. Very nice. You should consider joining the Thieves Guild when you leave Pumpkin Towel. Put pink towel into his bag. I can tell you more about becoming a thief if you'd like. Yes, I do. I want to know all about being a thief. Becoming a thief, please. The Thieves Guild based in Ankh-Morpork is where some goes if they want to express the dishonest side. Its headquarters is located on the Street of the Alchemists, but you can join in most cities. Though outside of Ankh-Morpork, the guild is illegal, so expected to be fairly well hidden. When you join, you start out as a prowler, but you can choose a specialization later. And always remember, there is honor among thieves. Tell you more about specializations, the quota system, and stealing if you are interested. Yes. I am. We're going to learn what we can. about this. Please tell me about... Start from the top. Oh, it's gonna get mad. Specializations. The guild has 5 specializations: muggers, safecrackers, smugglers, prowlers, and cut purses. You can also start as a prowler, but you can ask Cordain and if you want to switch before you reach level 50. I can tell you more about each of these specializations if you tell me which one you'd like to hear. Yeah, we'll just go through this one by one. Muggers. Muggers are the combat specialists of the guild, being pretty good with swords, maces, and thrown weapons. This is what you should choose if you intend to focus on fighting, but you'll also learn most other things you need to know. You will be taught how to move stealthily, both inside and outside. You will learn how to conceal yourself and objects about your person. You will become adept at covert manipulation, learning to palm and steal items. Muggers are taught to pick locks and to judge how likely it is this establishment or individual will spot an attempt at theft. They are also taught to value jewelry and gems. Okay, pretty standard. I was leaning towards thieves, but I think we might have to consider other options too. If alchemist is something I can do, like with the wizards, I'm going to do that instead, I think. But we'll find out. Safecrackers are those thieves that love a bit of challenge. Not only are they taught to crack safes, but they must learn to overcome the puzzling challenges some safes provide. You'll have how to pick locks, plus you'll learn how to get past any traps you may encounter while on the job. Okay, this one's better than a mugger for me. You'll also be taught how to move covertly, how to hide yourself and conceal objects. You will dabble in sleight of hand and learn how to pass items covertly. Safecracker is taught to case establishments and to value gems and jewelry. They are also trained in the use of thrown weapons. Okay, Safecracker, that intrigues me. Smugglers also interests me. It's because of the name. Actually, here's what this does. If the loot's the most important thing to you, smuggler is the way to go. You taught the value and usefulness of things, learning how to value gems, jewelry, weapons, and armor, and how to evaluate armor and weapons. Also learn how to move stealthily, hide and conceal objects about your person, become adept at palming and passing objects covertly, plus you'll become a dab hand with a sword and thrown weapons. Okay. Prowlers is next. The laceration army knife of the guild. You'll learn a wide range of everything if you become a prowler. You'll be taught the art of stealth, being able to covertly both inside and outside. You'll learn how to hide and conceal objects. You'll be taught to case businesses and individuals, getting an idea of how perceptive they are. Prowlers learn how to pick doors and traps as well as being trained with thrown weapons. If you join them, you'll also practice the art of covert manipulation, learning how to steal, pass, and palm items. Plus, you'll be taught to value gems and jewelry. I'm leaning mostly towards a safecracker between all of these so far. But maybe cut purse will be better. Cut purse is another word for pickpocket, usually. A thief of the street. If you join the cut purses, you'll be taught pretty much everything you need to know about theft. You will also be able to move stealthily and learn to hide yourself and other items. You will master covert manipulation, learning sleight of hand, passing, palming, and stealing. Be trained in using daggers and thrown weapons while being taught to pick locks. Cut purse learns to judge the perceptiveness of others, how to value both gems and jewelry. So cut purse is fairly tempting. Cut purse and safecracker would be what I'd be torn about. Okay. Quota system. I'm assuming this is like the how you level. In most places, theft is legal, not in Ankh-Morpork. There, the Thieves Guild regulates all forms of stealing. Your quota, the amount you're allowed to steal, depends on your guild level. So the more you learn, the more you can steal. But better thieves also have higher minimum quota. You can also go and leave from the Thieves Guild, then you are not allowed to steal Ankh-Morpork at all, but you don't have to fill a minimum quota either. If you steal more than your quota permits, or not enough, you get a fine if you upset the guild enough. By not paying fines or stealing when you leave, they will also beat you up and toss you in the river. Whence is that unpleasant memory? In other places, nobody's allowed to steal, but their enforcement is often a bit less violent. As they say, it takes a thief to catch a thief. Okay. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Okay, and the last one is stealing. The most important ability of the thief is theft. First, we'll teach you the stuff any idiot can do, like how to steal someone's money, take stuff they carry, and snatch weapons. Also, how to shoplift goods. If you're good enough, we'll teach you about how to filch anything from someone, even the rings from their stubby fingers. In Ankh-Morpork, theft is legal as long as you stay within your quota. Your quota not only determines how much you're allowed to steal within a set time, but also how much you must steal. All thieves must also contribute some of their earnings to the guild. Remember, in other cities, theft is still considered to be illegal. Okay. Alright, so I think that's everything we can learn from the Thieves Guild. So, in that case, let's head back out. I'm interested in the Thieves Guild quite a bit. Quite a bit. Not 100%, but a bit. I misspelled warriors. Something fierce. Okay. The air in the arena is slightly musty, with sweat and blood from numerous battles between warriors. The center of the arena is a small pit with a packed dirt floor. Around the pit are several slightly raised benches from spectators to leer, jeer, or cheer for the warriors. Mounted on the walls behind the benches are an array of weapons and armor for when the warrior really wants to get serious. There's one obvious exit west. Head Crusher is standing there. Hello to that. It looks like you could use some tips on how to fight. You could try out the pumpkin training dummy in the training room. Southwest corner of the square. I could teach you a few things. Are you interested? I'm actually not. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to join the Warriors. I'm just going to bail out. I thought, like, maybe I'll be retired. I just don't want to waste time. I know I'm not going to join them. Like, no offense to the Warriors. I'm just not. I get, like, I've played Warriors before in games, but I usually get bored really quick. Maybe I'll come back to me if nothing else sounds good, but yeah. Anyway. Priests, the worshipful gods of small arches here, which are placed evenly around the strangely circular room, signifying ecclesial equality. Going clockwise from the door is the large stone fountain that acts as Pisha's altar, followed by Gufnork's ball of fluff and Gap's giant thimble. Sandalophan's miniature maze hangs on the wall opposite the door like a fine piece of art. Fish's net, which drapes down from the ceiling, comes next, followed by Hat's suitcase, open and ready to be packed. Finally comes the seven-handed statue of Sek on the other side of the door in which a sign hangs. Sister Belladon is standing here. If you are making an offering to the gods, please read the sign, or I can tell you more about becoming a priest if you'd like. I'm going to read the sign first off. I'm curious about what offerings are. Gods are very picky about the moral alignment of their worshippers. If you are out of alignment, you will find it impossible to perform rituals. You can change your alignment here by choosing either to rescue a beetle or drown one. The gods have an altar here and are currently accepting offerings. I'm going to rescue the beetle. Fish, the god of sea creatures, would like some thread to repair his net. Gap, the god of fine clothing, would like a new shirt. Gufnork, the god of fluff, would like something fluffy. Hat, the vulture-headed god of unexpected guests, would like something unexpected. Paish, the goddess of slight showers, would like some water. Sandalphon, the god of corridors, would like some cardboard. Sek, the seven-handed god, would like a heart or a hand. Now change alignment, enter look beetles. All items for the gods can be found somewhere in Pumpkin Town. Searching while others may be bought in shops. When you have found the item a god wants, return here and offer items to the god to be rewarded. The human suitcase looks inviting enough to travel away. Well, let's look beetle. Small black beetles. They are swimming around in a pool of water in the fountain's basin, trying desperately to stay afloat. Probably rescue one if you are feeling nice, or drown one if you're feeling nasty. With the score aligned is important to anyone wanting to worship a god, especially for priests. You can extra boost to your alignment while in Pumpkin Town with the rescue beetle to become more good, and drowned beetle to become more evil. Score align. I'm actually vaguely interested in priest. You are neutral and not worried about the approval of any deity at all. Okay. Well, let's put a pin in doing something with the beetles and see what more we can find out about priests. Sister Belladin says, being a priest or priestess of one of the gods can be a very rewarding experience. In return for their faith, gods are still worshipped with a variety of rituals. There are 7 gods that can be worshipped on Discworld: Sek, Hat, Fish, Sandalphon, Guff, Nork, Gap, and Paish. Those wanting to worship a god or become a member of the priesthood can usually do so in that god's high altar of vestry. There are a number of temples for the various gods all over Discworld. In Vesplargic, all the gods have temples in their tower in the palace garden. In Djeli Baby, temples can be found on the Temple Street, Sort Road, and Deity Lane. Smaller cities and towns often have 1 or 2 temples dedicated to various gods. In Knockmorpork, the temple for Gap, Guff, Nork, Sek, Sandalphon, and Hat are all found on the Street of Small Gods, which is located south of the Meta Drum. Paish's outdoor water temple can be found in the Apothecary Gardens, north of the Meta Drum, and Fish's temple is located at Cockbill Street, in the far west section of the city. I can tell you more about each of the gods if you like, or about worship rituals and gods in general. There's going to be a bit of text. We'll go through this and then probably call it good for the night. We're going to do gods in general to start. I know it's like different from what I've normally been doing, but just that's a good place to start. So there's uncertainty in religion. The gods most certainly exist, and anyone who's saying otherwise is likely to end up with a smoking pair of shoes if they're lucky. Discworld has many gods, some small with few believers, and others the powerful focus of major religions. There are 7 gods that are currently accepting priests: Paish, Gap, Guffnork, Sandalphon, Fish, Hat, and Sek. I can tell you more about each god if you ask. Please tell me about 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll start from the top with Paish. The goddess Paish is focused on growth and regeneration. Her slight showers are ideal for the proliferation of plants, which in turn nurture small animals and people. Her priests and priestesses often live peaceful lives, devote to protecting the living things for which Paish loves so dearly. She is generally viewed as the matron of healers, herbalists, and anyone else who shares her love of growth. The commandments of Paish include, be the vessel through which my showers of mercy rain down on all of those in need, whether they ask it or not. For in bringing my mercy unto them, thou bringest thyself unto me. God can be quite picky about moral alignment of those worshippers. Only ones worshippers who are between as good as you can get and barely good. Okay. Paish is top of the list because I like being a healer and I like being an herbalist. Maybe even more than a thief, actually. We will view all of them before we commit. Hello, Mikey. Thank you so much for the lurk. Always appreciate it. Okay. This is often considered an elitist Gap, and his priests make a point of being the best dressed at any public function. The style of his worshippers is as unquestionable as it is changeable, with new fashions tearing through his temples on a weekly basis. Gap is a god who believes he is the best, and he knows how to dress properly for the position. The most important of Gap's commandments include, thou shalt not go forth unclothed like the lesser beasts, unless my high priest doth send you forth thus on my behalf for infractions against my church, such as overdressing when in the presence of one holier than thou. Gods can only be quite picky about worship. More than that, this Gap almost worshippers are between quite good and neutral. Okay. Still leaning towards Paish. Although got a good laugh out of Gap. Guff Nork. As the god of fluff, Gufnork and his priests enjoy an insulated life spent in meditation upon softer aspects of life. Usually stereotyped as intellectuals with little care for worldly matters, followers of Gufnork have developed a reputation for standoffishness. Worshippers of him often seek to improve the lives of others, so that more people will have the leisure and inclination to contemplate the glory of Gufnork. Gufnork's most important commandment is take my fluff throughout the world, and wherever the fluff be lacking, there spread my fluff thickest, so that all may experience my fluff and sleep more comfortably upon it. Gods may quite pick about the moral alignment of this. Worshipping Gufnork almost worshippers are between quite good and neutral. Sandalphon. Sandalphon. As the god of corridors, Sandalphon and his followers are most at home in the large buildings where the powerful gather to orchestrate the lives of others. Dedicated to the careful balancing of things, often in their own favor, they frequently engage in complicated political maneuvers to achieve their views of acceptable balance. Sandalphon is often worshipped by politicians, lawyers, bureaucrats, and administrators, whether their intentions be selfless or not. Sandalphon's primary commandment is, if in the greater or lesser scheme of things, thou or someone else doth see or hear of think of a way in which a government, restaurant, organization, or other undefined entity might be better managed by unorganized, thou and whoever else is a worshipper unto me shall do their best to seek and improve the aforesaid government, restaurant, organization, or other undefined entity, or petition to seek to improve the aforementioned in direct improvement is not possible or practical, and then thou shalt be among the most beloved of my children unless sufficient other parties have completed such a task in such a superior manner. Gods can be quite picky about the moral alignment of those who worship them. Sandalphon only wants worshippers who are barely good and barely evil. He's the true neutral god of administration. Fish. Fish is Fish's friend. Fish. Fish, god of sea creatures, is primarily concerned with the propagation of sea life. Avid hunters, his priests are often a salty lot, and rough around the edges to say the least. Worshippers of fish generally share a love of seafood, as well as practical interest in conservation, so the hunting will always be a possibility. Fish's primary commandment is, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's haddock, unless he covets thy haddock, in which case thou shalt take his haddock and smite him mightily with it. And then thou shalt eat both the haddocks to dispose of all evidence. Oh. Gods can be quite picky on the moral alignment of their evil worship. Almost worship between neutral and evil. Okay. Fish, big fish eat fish. That's what that, I think, bums up to. Hat. Okay, so we got hat. And his best, Hat and his priests are renowned for their erratic behavior and unpredictability. Such birds have a penchant for parties, especially if they involve hiding behind furniture and leaping out to shout surprise. Generally free-spirited, the followers of Hat frequently express their piety by traveling to new places, meeting new people, and engaging in new experiences. In keeping with his vulture-like nature, Hat can spot a good party, opportunity, mischief, or tasty corpse from miles away. Among Hat's most valued commandments is, surprise them before they surprise thee, lest I visit upon thee a bigger surprise that thou shalt not like in the least for failing in thy duty to me. Gods can be quite picky about their moral alignment. Those worshippers, Hat only worshippers are between neutral and quite evil. And the last one is Sek. Sek is a god who knows what he wants, and his 7 hands are ideal for getting a hold of it. His followers usually share his drive for self-gratification and tend to enjoy doing whatever is necessary to take what they desire from someone else. Imbued with a natural sense of cruelty, sex worshippers frequently inflict misery upon others as preferred method of showing their commitment to him. Primary concern is, increase my glory by taking power for thyself from those who are less deserving of it. For the more power thou bringest unto me, the more power I shall bestow upon unto thee. That shall remain forever my most prized of servants. Gods can quite picky with the moral alignments. Those who worship him, Sek almost worshippers, are between barely evil and as evil as you can get. So God-wise, we're definitely leaning towards Paish. Definitely leaning towards Paish. Because I like healers, like herbalisms, and I'm kind of a good guy. Yeah. That's like my... kind of how I feel, just so I want to be the good guy, I guess. Whatever that says about me, it says about me. Okay. What were the other things? Oh, okay. Worship and rituals. Those are the other things. other options that I had. Quite a few options there. Gods thrive on worship and prayers of the faithful, boost a god's power. There are 7 gods accepting priests. Some the evil god who loves power will gap the god of fun. Clothing is quite benign, providing his flock properly dressed. So surprisingly, on the order of the day are the order of the day for those worshipping mischievous hat, the vulture-headed god of guess, while lovers of fluff need look no further than the god of fluff, Gorfnark. Fish, the god of sea, is the salty few who crave cod, hunger for haddock, and tremble for trout. If you prefer balance in your life and enjoy long-winded hallways, Duffin, the god of corridors, is the god for you. Paish is seen as the matron of healers, and worshippers of this goddess of slight showers are devoted to the protection of living things. Become a priestess of your chosen god, you need to join the priesthood of the god's high altar. Even if you do not choose to join Priest's Guild, you can still worship a god as long as you are not a witch or a wizard. Followers as non-priest worshippers are known and graciously granted a few rituals by their god. You can also use faith rods, which give them access to an even greater array of rituals. To become a follower, you simply go to the high altar of your chosen god and worship him. The goddess of slight showers, Paish, is the only god that does not accept followers. Oh, you have to be a priest. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. If we're following Paisha, we would be because we are a priest. Last thing is rituals. Priests and followers perform various rituals, asking their god for some form of favor. Now, gods are fickle creatures, and you will find it much harder to catch their attention if you are lacking in faith. They will also ignore you if you are not the correct moral alignment. Different gods grant their believers different rituals. For example, Paisha's rituals are focused around healing, while the more evil gods' rituals inflict fear and terror. The gods often grant their power a number of non-unique rituals too, allowing them to heal, shield themselves, and move from one place to another with brief prayer. Okay, so teleport. This is very tempting. We're going to put a pin in Paish, because that's my current leaning. In the meantime, though, northwest. We'll be back to do... Actually, let's go back to... No. We'll go to wizards first. Well, we'll go to witches first. Because I don't think I can join witches. I think there is a gendered thing to the way this stands. This is a cozy little one-room cottage, much of which is cluttered with various odds and ends. To a place that witch would find most appealing, because only witch could find her way through all the clutter in everyday life. Only she would know what candle is used for small magic purposes and which one is just a candle. The small stove shoved in the corner and the few pots and pans hanging precariously above it. An almost lopsided shelf clings to the opposite wall of a squat table and rickety-looking chair sitting nearby. This is a good thing you... Along the way, arthritis is playing up and I can't stick a pin in my hat. Could you help me? I guess say yes. I can stick a pin in a hat. Hair hat pin from a pocket. Long sharp hat pin to you. Here, stick the pin in the old hat now. Okay. You head towards the camera signal entrance, going out the long sharp head. The hat moves as far away as possible while still remaining on the outside heads. You can just start sticking pins in it like that. You have to persuade it that it's a good idea. Okay, we are now persuading the hat. Whisper, nice little hat. If you keep still, it won't hurt a bit. Scoot with the pin. Well, then it's a pity that you are the wrong gender to become a witch if you have a natural talent. Yep, there's a gendered thing to it. There's like a whole entire thing. I want to point out, like, because I know, like, you read Terry Pratchett, like, he kind of addresses this a little bit in his books. I do highly recommend reading them. But it looks like as far as Discworld Mud is concerned, they are just going to stick with the simple gender thing, which is fine. Because it is mentioned enough in the book that there's like a difference between witches and wizards and yada yada yada. It is what it is. We'll just bail out of here. Northeast. And we will go to Wizards. The Wizards! Scuff checkmarks cover the floor of the classrooms with wizardry. A blackboard propped up against the south wall is covered with strange runes and occult drawings. All of the desks and chairs have been pushed against the walls, leaving the center of the room open. The charred remains of what looks like a pair of boots sit smoldering in the open area. Looks like the wizard's spells could be dangerous. Alfred Riffley is standing nearby. Ah, to Daffod, excellent. Is there a spot of a bother at the moment? It seems you have misplaced a very important scroll, so we don't have time to leave it here to find it. Do you think you could help me? Capital. I must have lost it somewhere in Pumpkin Town while I was going from a daily constitutional. Unfortunately, it is invisible to the naked eye. I will cast a spell on you so that you can hold still. So you hold still. And still thinks, flaps his arms, moves about while beeping, shuffles his feet, slams. Let there be sight. Waves his hand over your face and feels strange tingling. All set. Pay close attention to it. You explore Pumpkin Town, and you'll be sure to find it. You will need to capture the scroll rather than getting it through normal means. Good luck. This is in one of the rooms in Pumpkin Town. You will see it when you look in the correct room. This will happen automatically when you move around. When you found it, enter capture scroll, return here, and give scroll to Alfred. Okay. Well, let's go find the scroll and we can come back to him and learn more. So we're going to go north. Nothing about the scroll. It's not going to be any of the guild rooms, I assume. So north, west. Let's go straight east. Straight west, sorry. We're going to be going through these rooms. I'm going to be kind of ignoring the test. I'm just looking for the scroll. I'm just trying to find a scroll. Oh, there it is. Capture scroll. Missed an E. Okay. Now I can head back to the wizards. South, southeast, wizards. Give scroll to Alfred. Perfect. Hello again, Daphne. I hope you have some luck with finding my scroll. You found my scroll. It's nasty like that. You'd make a fine wizard. Riffley tucks the scroll into his robe. I can tell you more about wizards if you like. Yes, I would. Mostly interested if there's an alchemist thing. Because right now I'm leaning towards priest. Unless wizard really sells me over.
Wizards are trained in a number of spell fields, some more deadly than others. They learn to remember and cast spells and are more trained in the subtle art of creating scrolls and artifacts. The Unseen University is the apex of wizardry. It's located in the city of Angamorpork of Sator Square. It is here that any wizard may study and learn the ways of magic, often with interesting results. But don't worry, not everything explodes or melts down, or turns the experimenter into a frog. Let's talk about the orders of wizardry and spells.
Please tell me about... I wonder if orders works. No, I'll type it out more.
You will start off as a student and be trained in the use of offensive, defensive, miscellaneous, and special magic spells. You learn the mental methods of animating, channeling, and convoking, and the physical methods of binding, enchanting, evoking, and dancing. You will also learn the art of summoning. You will be trained in use magical staves to create and use magical scrolls. Once you have finished your studies and students, you will be required to join an order. There are 7+1 orders in the university. Each of these specializes in a particular or unique brand of magic. The orders range from the Seer, the Guild's Historians and the Keepers of Lords, to the Stars, the Guild's Artificers and Architects. Other orders specialize in elemental magic, while this place an emphasis on illusionary magic. You'll be able to find out more about the orders if you choose to enroll at the university. So to choose to enroll at the university to learn more about the orders, it sounds like. Also, 7+1 wizards are terrified of the number 8. It's considered like bad luck magic number, so they always say 7+1 instead. That's a Discworld lore thing. Spells. Wizards have access to a large range of spells which they can remember and cast at will from memory. Spells can be powerful and dangerous entities, and it takes a properly trained mind to harness them. Once you have done so, however, a world of possibilities is open to you. You can use spells to open a doorway to distant lands and to create a fireball to vanquish your enemies. Should you want to float above the ground, grow an extra arm, you can do so with the correct spell. Controlling the spell is not the only danger associated with mastering it. Before you can even learn the spell, you will ordinarily have to enter a magical library. So many magical books being stored in one place distorts reality, which means a trip into the magical library holds more horrors than the fear of a late fee. Unwary explorers into magical libraries have been known to be lost in L-space, a dimension that joins all libraries together. Okay. I got options. Let's go north. Think about this. I don't know if anyone in the chat has opinions. I'm kind of leaning going one of 3 ways. One is going thief, and thief as it can be a follower, and I'm vaguely intrigued being a follower of fish, because I'm vaguely intrigued by it. The other is to go priest healer for Paish, and then the last is just to go wizard, which isn't allowed to be a follower. Because I was leaning so hard, I was so confident in going for thieves until I looked at the other ones, and now it's like choices. I don't like having so many choices. I mean, having choices is good. It's just like, I think I might lean towards price, but I don't think I'm going to decide today. Thief? Thief! I have votes for thief then, and I think thief it is. We will go thief and either cut purse or safe cracker. One of the two. Okay. Because I was kind of leaning there, and then there's a whole follower system. I'm going to follow fish, just because the god of the sea and the fish eats fish thing it entertained me slightly.
It's like completely unrelated to being a thief. Just I'm curious what would even happen. I just imagine a bunch of sailors and like fish plus thief equals pirate in my mind. So I'm just kind of curious how that plays out. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Okay, well that's guilds. Also, welcome back, Cassie. Oh, I misspelled map. I was going to mention, I don't know if you heard me say this before you had to take off to your dog. Oh, I got a message. Oh, sorry. Oh, you joined my Discord. That's what I was checking. I didn't hear if you had you joined your Discord if that's what you were about to say. Yep, that's what I was about to say. I was checking to see if I had seen the message. But yeah, because you mentioned wanting to know when to stream. That's the most accurate place to find it. That's where my schedule gets posted. That's everything's that way. Okay. Okay, so that is. Oh, there were shortcut commands that would have made that much easier. So thieves is good. Let's see what else we have here. Let's check out the hospital because I think knowing how, or H is crafts. Oh, hospital crafts and healing. Yeah. Can I just type H? Like, does that work? Can I go to H? No moves. Oh, I was trying to make this easier on myself. Sorry, I'm checking real quick on the command list, see if there's anything. We have score. So what score say? I mean, score's not what I'm looking for. I'm just curious. Hit points, the guild points. I'm going to see some quest points. Zero quest points, 0 achievement points, and 50 social points. Experience is in your level 0. Adventure skill. Your overall rating is 1152. You have died 0 times. You can die 7 times before you are completely dead. Yep. Worshipping no god. You have no special abilities. You are 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 9 seconds old, and have logged in 2 times. Oh, okay. Okay. That's all I can think of right now. I'm not seeing anything else that I want to do. But. Shopping general. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna I just have to go directionally, I suppose. But that's fine. I guess that's just probably just a command thing. I was just thinking maybe they could be cheeky that way. But either way, let's go northwest and then south. Hey, usually a house of healing is serene and spotless, possibly with soft music floating gently across the room. Not here. This room may once have been clean, but is now covered in blood. There are some blood-splattered cots and sticky operating tables. A few dismembered limbs are lying around the place too. Some seem to have tried to pile them up in the corners. The two obvious exits, north and up. Okay. Vicky is standing ready to assist the injured. Oh, Stafford, good to have you around. I could use some help in here before I end up losing one of these people. Would you be willing to help me out? In exchange, I can teach you all you need to know about the healing arts. Yeah. Let's see what you got. It's probably the last thing that we do for the stream tonight, as it is getting a little bit late. I'm glad you said yes, Stafford. A patient just came through the door. Yep, George stumbled in, moaning in very painful right leg. Looks like it's George. He lives just around the corner. We may have to be quick, Tadaffa. This boy has damaged his right leg by not using the consider command when going against an opponent. Dr. Bavarian cries for his mother. Okay, a few bandages should do it. I'll do the main work, but when I ask you for help, I need you to respond immediately. Okay. Okay. Buckling the shirt from the white backpack. I'm waiting for dialogue. Okay, I have a shirt here and I picked up earlier. Address George's wounds, and in the meantime, I need you to tear that shirt up to make bandages. Be quick to death. Make me depend on your speed. Just tear and give your bandages to me. Tear shirt. Give bandages to Vicky. Being quick about this, because it's in the time. What's up, Grind George? We're working on it. Okay. Care for this with black cloth. Oh, thank you very much. This should be perfect. For black cloth, Vicky bandages George's wounds. You're looking much better. I was worried there for a moment. Thanks a lot, Zaphod. George, right. Now you can go home, George, and please be more careful next time. She puts the other bandages down somewhere. George looks relieved and disappears out the door. You did a great job. I can tell you more about healing if you'd like. Man, just forget you're dead. Bodies are quickly taken out and flung out the cart outside, which trundles off towards the morgue. Tell me more about healing, please. I do want to know more about healing. Mostly because you have 7 lives, and then your character is like dead, and gone. That's kind of how Mud works. You can create a new one if you want. That is kind of what it is. I get quite a few people in here who got hurt in some way or another. Well, it's really their own fault for fighting all the time, if you ask me. It's not my place to judge them, I'm sure. There's Vicky grumbles. Anyway, about health. Your hit points give you an indication of how hurt you are. If you have your maximum number of hit points, you're completely healthy. The way I like to see it. There are various ways to get heals. Witches can brew healing teas. Priests can get curing rituals. You also learn to bandage, but that takes quite some skill. Okay. You can also use the blue water from the gods if you know where to find it, or learn to use wands, but most people don't bother with that. Okay. You can always just wait for your hit points to regenerate. They tend to do so automatically if you wait long enough. Also good to know. I'm sure you get used to it quite soon. Okay. So standard HP rules, it sounds like. I'm going for a thief. I'm not going to be able to heal myself as much, which is fine. I can probably get creative. I probably even may try to learn how to do bandages. Look around the room now. Oh, the bandages have disappeared. I was hoping that I could see the bandages and try to take them. I wonder if list works here. Nope. Okay. Well, that is the hospital. That's how healing works. I do think we are going to wrap up here for the night. I'm going to be doing more of this. I was originally doing this as a one-off, but I've had a really good time doing this. It's been really fun doing it, so we'll definitely be doing more of this. I will try to fit it into the schedule next week. It'll probably be something that you see me frequently joined with by my wife, who was here earlier, just because it is kind of the way that it likes to do. Give me one moment. I'm going to go ahead and quit. You always need to quit this so we don't lose our progress. Bright leads versus there's Greco, the departure Gecko. The giant spider opens and releases a thread of silk on space for a brief pause after possibly never to be seen again. Do come again. Okay. Alright. Well, with that being said, let's see if we can find ourselves a good target to raid. If you have any recommendations, do please feel free to let me know. I always like a good raid recommendation. I'm seeing who I know that's on. Pass you guys on and help share some of the love. Okay. Oh, Poppy Ironshield is playing some Pokemon. I haven't raided Poppy in a very long time. So there's no other suggestions. I'm going to go ahead and raid him. But in the meantime, I do want to thank all of you for joining me today. I had a wonderful time doing this. Again, we will definitely be doing more of this in the future. There is a timer, so basically your character lasts, I think it's like 60 times the age of the character or 10 days, whichever is greater. Which means that for the meantime, I will be doing this weekly. If it's something like where I can't be streaming it in a week, I'll just be logging in. I do plan to keep this character entirely on stream. And everything that they do will be entirely on stream. I do want to fit them in. I got a lot of things I'm going to try to fit in, so it probably won't be a weekly thing. But I am going to be streaming daily again, so my schedule will be kind of piecing these things together. Again, I will be doing these shorter, these like pretty consistent 2-hour streams. We will be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Friday stream will be longer. Saturday stream is currently Call of Cthulhu, but we'll kind of brace it. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, those 3 days will have my longest streams, which will probably be I'm going to be shooting for closer to 4 hours. But in the meantime, I'm not seeing any suggestions in the chat, so we're going to go ahead and raid Poppy. Again, these are one of the things. Unfortunately, on these days, I'm going to have a pretty hard cutoff, just because I do have work in the morning, which is what it is. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and start that raid up to Poppy. I do want to just, again, one last thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate having you here. I hope you have a wonderful night's rest, whether you're sticking around to watch Poppy, moving on to do something else, or whatever you're doing. I hope you have a good time doing it. I love all of you, and I really appreciate being here. Just remember, I know real life can be more important. I know it's not always the best, but you're always welcome back here. Good night, y'all. Let's go show Poppy some love.